One of the best skill a trader can have or should have is knowing how to mark your zones correctly. There's an underlying meaning to understanding the intricacies of marking your zones correctly. If you don't mark your zones correctly as a trader, you tend to reduce your rate of profitability. You also tend to hamper your success rate. So let me show you one or two ways you can improve your zones marking or marking your support and resistance zone. So what I do is I use the line chart. So when I mark with the line chart, I'm able to see where price stopped last on the line chart. Then when I turn on the normal candles, if we have spikes or if we have wicks, I'll be able to see properly how those wicks formed and the right areas for the zone to be, or the right zone, because since I'm drawing the zones from the line chart, I'm able to get more clarity. So now I have a zone here, and this is the right zone. This is the right way to draw your support and resistance zones. So let's do one for support, because this is resistance now. So whenever price comes to this area, you should be looking to take a trade. Make sure it is based off your trading requirement or what it requires for you to take a trade. But once price approach zones like this, you can see from here we have a couple of bounce. We have one bounce here. This was a little bit shy of the resistance zone, and this also came to the resistance zone perfectly. And you see how price reacted when price came here. If you see price came, rejected, continued to sell. Here came a little bit shy, just a bit of weak. So that this tells you that the amount of, or the momentum of sellers in the market as we approach this zone was on the high side. So it could not even go up a bit or touch the zone properly. And now we are here to the other zone, and immediately price got to that zone, it printed in Maribozu out of the zone, because since people or traders were here in the first and the second time, there was a bit of guarantee that when price comes to this area the third time, it's going to bounce off. And if you sell short around this area, you're able to take a 1 to 2, a 1 to 3, depending on what you really want out of the market. So you see how this is how to properly draw a support and resistance. So I'm going to do for the support. So you see, if you check this particular one I just spoke on, if you check back to the smaller time frames, you'll see how perfect price played in those zones for you to see how clear. So remember, we drew this off the daily time frame, and we used the line chart to draw it on the daily time frame. So see how much reflection it has on the 4 hour, on the 2 hour, on the 1 hour. So you can come on the smaller time frames to get your sniper entry. So once you take a trade, let's say right around here, and price will just continue to deliver to you what you want. So let's do one quickly for support. So let's say you are looking for a support zone. Let me find a support zone that resonates properly. So we have here, look at how price played in this area. So if we check the line chart, you can see how price is sitting comfortably on this zone. One bounce to the bottom. Let me use my bar replay to have something really clean for us to work with. So as I use the bar replay tool, you can see how price played in this area. One hit to the bottom right here, another hit to the bottom right here, and one more touch on the bottom right here. So now look at how this is playing on the line chart. So if you go on the normal candlestick pattern, you'll be able to see how it reacts. See, on the daily, this is one whole day rejection candle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On the fourth day, price just pulled off and left. As price came back to that area again, traders that were participants in this area are already interested in taking a trade here. So you see a pattern came right here, did a double bottom and all the way to the top, and is doing exactly the same thing in this particular area, and we can see how price is already rejecting. So if you go on the smaller time frame now we can do a deep dive. You can go on the smaller time frame. You can see how much this support zone holds. Price came, delivered the wick, came back and pushed all the way up. You can take a trade right around here, right above here. You can put a buy stop and price will just come, give you a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, depending on how you want your trade. So, and you can see in this zone, so as price came back to this zone, for it to show you how much strength this particular zone holds in the market. You can see price came back to this zone. We tried to break it wasn't possible. We had buyers push price all the way up, and we're back down again. We had sellers still push it down, and the buyers are not letting go. And if you take a trade here for a buy, you see how price just continued to make its way all the way to the top and all the way to the top. And it did it the third time. Price came back here, immediately dropped in this zone. We already have ready buyers. So when you draw your support and resistance zone using the line chart on the daily time frame, so remember, the higher the time frame, the more stronger that zone holds, or the more strength the zone holds. So if you draw your support and resistance zone on the daily chart, and remember to use the line chart for more clarity, you tend to have more profitable trades because you are drawing from the zone where there is enough demand and enough liquidity to keep price going to the opposite direction or to the direction you are interested in. So yeah, that's what we have for today on support and resistance. If you want to learn more, don't forget to shout us out, send us a message, reply on the comment section, and we're here to provide service to you. So like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell for whenever we drop content like this. I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now.